So topic number 1, I'm going to start my timer too on y'all today because we're not playing around.
Okay. That's
We have called this one having QB problems. I feel bad for you, son. And this one, I got 99 problems, and my QB definitely is one for college football.
That was good.
So this one is really about
UGA. Oklahoma ain't too hot.
I don't want to talk about it. UGA and Bama.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it.
Blazing right over that.
None of y'all teams too hot.
Bummer sooner. Anyway.
Y'all don't play nobody.
Who have y'all played?
That is not the topic.
You want to talk about Mizzou, my guy?
Exactly. Yeah,
What
thank
about
you.
that
Yeah,
Mizzou game?
let's talk about Mizzou.
That is not the topic. Well, okay, go ahead. Talk about Mizzou.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, technically the topic is whether y'all think that UGA and Bama are having some quarterback troubles.
Absolutely. Absolutely they are. We thought Stetson Bennett came
I added
out.
this topic specifically for him.
Yeah, because I'm ready for it already.
Let's
We came out talking about Stetson Bennett, he was looking nice, smooth. What they call I don't know, somebody call him Vanilla Ice on the show. He was out there throwing dimes, he was shaking and jiving, and he looked piss poor out there against Mizzou. I don't know what he's doing. Against Sanford, he didn't look that hot, and then Mizzou. But Georgia literally looked worse and worse. And I don't know if it's just because they're doing the same thing as last year's teams are starting to figure some stuff out. I don't know what it is, but they got to figure something out because their plays right now is just their whole offense is Brock Bowers at this point. And if Brock gets hurt, I don't know what y'all gonna do. So
it may seem that way. It may seem that way.
That's my
but
take on it.
I put this topic in because I wasn't feeling like this, but I've been seeing a lot of talk around, Georgia pages and also ESPN. They brought it up. It's not a quarterback. It's not a quarterback situation. He's gonna keep playing the same. He wasn't looking like Stet Quavius like we thought he
No,
was.
he was not.
But
Stet
Quavius, you saw when he got that fade. Stet Quavius.
He looked kind of fired that fade. He did.
He
had the earring in too, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
I think he did. I don't think
he had an earring, bro.
I'm gonna leave.
But no,
if
you actually watched that game on Saturday, on both of our lines, offense and defense line got bullied the whole game. Yeah. So of course he wasn't gonna look too hot because he was getting his head knocked off. That was one game. I can understand the trend because of Kent State the game before, but I think we got punched in the mouth last week and it woke us up a little bit. So I ain't really worried about stats.
I don't understand how both of these teams are still 1-2, Alabama and Georgia.
Me too. I agree. I think so.
When the Bulldogs I even say the Wolverines are looking better than them right now. Especially
I personally said Georgia should go down to 3. I said it. I called it.
I think so.
That should have definitely fallen. Yes.
If it's a name, it's a name thing. It's a name thing. I'm telling you,
it definitely is. It is
SEC.
Yeah. Because
we're superior, but we ain't gonna get into that.
For me, honestly, back to what Reek said, I think Ohio, much I hate to say it, I do think Ohio State is playing the best team in the country right now. I do. Because both Alabama and Georgia have struggled at one point this season. Michigan already had kind of their tests. They were separate tests. Michigan had their test with Maryland's offense.
Who was Michigan's test?
All right, we're gonna stop there. If you watch Maryland's offense, Maryland has the most underrated offense in the nation. With Tagalo, whatever his name is, Tallulah, thank you. Tallulah is nice. The offense, that Maryland offense has some dogs on it. They got some speed. I'm telling you, watch the film. I've watched the film. Watch that film,
man. All right, Mr. Film Study.
But they had, the Iowa test. They had the defense. They went the hostile Kinnick. I think that if you take the names away and just focus strictly on the play, I'll say that you make an argument that Ohio State's 1, Michigan's 2, Michigan and Bama. I don't know.
Hold on.
I'll put Bama up there. Bama's look nice. Bama looks too nice.
Michigan said no. Michigan ain't jumping Bama, and I'm barely giving them the bump.
I said take the name. I said take the names off of it. Take the names off of it.
I was still putting
it ain't even a name. Y'all just not.
You said what?
Right.
The eye test just shows y'all are not on Bama's level now.
I was still
I'll say that. And I said that before you. I think before you got on, we were talking about this. I said you compare Michigan and Ohio State. I said if Michigan face any of those teams this week, no, we would have But they're getting better. You see, JJ's improving. He's getting more mature. But
your Heisman pick.
Yeah, I know. Throw that pick away. That was he got something to develop. He got the talent. He just got to develop. He got to mature. Has to. But Blake Corum though. Man.
It's gonna be Bryce. Bryce gonna
But
get a Heisman.
Bama's situation
Yeah.
it's okay because if y'all saw that game, Buddy, the backup, hey, I don't know about how he can't compete with Bryce throwing it, but as an overall athlete and
He
quarterback,
looked like Lamar. He looked like Lamar.
Hey,
There. He was
all
he's built
players.
that
like
boy
him.
was sprinting. Like,
He
and
looked like
I was
Lamar.
listening to something, and they said he's literally like the fastest player on the team, on the whole team, the quarterback.
Nobody looks like Lamar.
Sorry.
Hey.
When he got
Hey,
out there, bro, he looked
was
like Lamar.
stepping. He was stepping
He was stepping.
for real. I ain't seen no quarterback run that fast since Lamar. For real,
He said he was stepping.
he was stepping.
I ain't
And
never heard
then,
that term before.
but he was stepping for real. But nah, I'm just saying. Again, this weekend against A&M, I was listening to Paul Feinbaum. He was just saying it's gonna be a cakewalk no matter who Bama put at quarterback. But I think them boys, they just hate Bama that much. You know how much Jimbo Fisher hate Nick Saban. I just think it's gonna be a closer game than everybody thinks it is. And if I'm Jimbo, I'm walking the locker room. I'm playing what everybody's saying about us. I'm trying to get my players fired up because everybody they done wrote them off for the whole year after 4 games.
Jimbo can fire his players up. He can get the best talent as he wants in that locker room. Jimbo's issue is he can't coach. That is his issue. He can't play call. Jimbo, we've seen it time and time
He got
again.
bad hands.
He has bad hand. He has small hand. He's a bona fide scrub.
He can't play.
He can't coach. No, Jimbo cannot coach. And honestly, and even look back to that Florida State team he took. That was pure talent that won him that. That was not no coaching. Look at the final play. It was a slant. It was a slant call. There was no dynamic, clever scheme caught up.
I was about to say they just had Kelvin Benjamin. He's like 6'6".
Yes, it was 6'6", just threw it up to him. Like Jimbo's not a good coach. He's not. He's a great recruiter, gets great talent, but you've seen it over the past 6 years. When was the last successful team he's had? Jimbo's not a good coach.
You got a point.
Speaking of the SEC, how do y'all opinions on Kentucky change at all after their loss, even though it's still a good team?
I was wrong.
Jay, I'm not gonna say
accountability.
wrong. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, Jay.
Mississippi's a good team, though.
I still think
No.
they
No.
should not be as high as they
I was about to
are.
say Ole Miss.
Phony.
Phony.
Yeah, they might be
phony.
phonies.
But
They
phonies.
are.
one thing about Ole Miss though is they gonna have an offense. So you can take that how you want to, but they gonna compete. So I don't know how phony they are, but
Phony.
They're
I'm
phonies.
with y'all. I'm not on them yet. But they can compete.
Hey, not gonna lie though, SEC as a whole don't look too good.
You know,
Like if you're doing it as a whole, like it's not looking like it's as competitive as it once was before.
We starting to play each other now though.
That's why y'all get knocked off.
The
Because
real team is
everybody
on.
getting exposed. Yeah, everybody getting exposed. That's why.
Exactly. The Big Ten, y'all ain't playing nobody. So when it comes to real exposure time in December and January, we're gonna see.
The Big Ten's like the SEC last year. It's top heavy. There's only 3 teams that are really good in the Big Ten, and they're
2.
very good. All 3. No, it's 3. Penn State.
Who's the third one?
Penn State's good.
Penn State is
They
good.
aight.
Penn State is good. And I hope to God it does not happen. But you see that Michigan game, you see how good they are. Those boys are good.
Penn State gonna beat Michigan.
I'm not gonna say all that.
Upset alert.
I ain't gonna say all that. If it does happen,
You see how you changed the tone?
If it doesn't, if
You're not confident. You're not confident.
it happens, I won't be surprised if we still got a shot. As long as we beat Ohio State in the year, that's all that matters. And
If you don't beat Penn State, you're not beating Ohio State.
Oh, watch. We didn't beat Michigan State last year. We beat y'all. We beat the dog. We beat the crap out of y'all. That's what we did.
Watch it.
The one
that's
win.
not happening again.
It's not.
That's not happening again.
I'll let you have it.
Keep the same. I love it. I love this energy. Keep it. The same energy y'all had last year. Keep it. Talking about y'all gonna put up 100. I love it. Keep it.
When Ohio State and Penn State play, though, I think that's gonna be
great.
a test, a real good test to see both teams.
It's gonna
I'm ready
test
for Ohio State to play
To play who?
a defense.
Iowa. They face Iowa has a defense.
I haven't watched too much Iowa.
Iowa has a defense. I'm telling you, they have a defense. Jay looked that up. Sorry.
Well, it
Wanted to hear
seems
about
as if we've migrated off the topic, Tobias, which is the definition of digress, by the way. if you needed to
I
know.
used it right. I used it right like 4 times.
This time.
Four
So,
times.
this time. So on to the next topic.